In this part of the lesson, we will learn how to create a flow chart to prove that the two triangles are congruent. So to prove that these two triangles are congruent, we're not going to use a statement, reason, two-column proof like we did before. We're going to start a flow chart because it's just like organizes my work better. I start with a vertical line on the left. This is one way to create a flow chart. Start with a vertical line on the left. From this vertical line, I can put arrows, and these arrows usually represent the given or whatever you can get from the figure. So from the vertical line, you can go to anything that's given or anything you can get from the figure. So for example, vertical angles is something I can get from the figure. And common side or reflexive property, common side or common angle is something I can get from the figure. Now, in most of our problems, we have been doing common sides. We haven't done a common angle yet, but that could be like whenever two triangles have the same angle, then maybe we can use that as a common angle. So let's look at the given. B is the midpoint of AD. B is the midpoint of AD. Now remember, if a point is a midpoint of a segment, it means it cuts it into two equal parts. So that means that AB is congruent to BD. So from the vertical line, I have to write the given. So you always start with the given or something that you can get from the figure. So B is the midpoint of AD. So I write that in the box. And in this line, I have to write the reason. Why was I able to say that B is the midpoint of AD? Because it's given. So I write that on the line beneath it. Now, if B is the midpoint of AD, that means it cuts it into two equal parts. So from this given, I can say, so see how they are connected? B is the midpoint of AD, so AB is congruent to BD. That's the statement. This is what I can get from that, so that's why they are connected. Now, why can I say AB is congruent to BD? That's the definition of a midpoint. So I write definition of a midpoint. So in the space below the box, I write the reason. In the box, I write the statement. So I was able to find a side. Now, I have another given. B is the midpoint of CE. So if I have B is the midpoint of CE, again, a midpoint cuts a segment into two equal parts. So that means that CB is congruent to BE. So I use the same tick mark for those. So the other given is that B is the midpoint of CE. So I write that in the box. The reason is that this is given. So I write that underneath the box. Now from this, I can say, if B is the midpoint of CE, that means that CB is congruent to BE. So that's why this is connected using the arrow, because I can get this statement from this given. So I'm going to say that CB is congruent to BE. Again, this is because of the midpoint. So definition of midpoint. So far, I have a side and I have another side. That's not enough. I had two givens. So these are two boxes coming out of the vertical line. So what is this box then? So we said that coming from the vertical line, I can only say what is given or something I can get from the figure, whether it's a vertical angle or a common side or a common angle. Now, if you look closer, I can see an X. So then angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because of vertical angles, because of the vertical angle theorem. So vertically opposite angles are congruent. So because I was able to determine that from the figure, in the third box, I'm going to say that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 because of the vertical angle theorem, so VAT. So far, I have a side, I have an angle, and I have a side. So that's SAS. I have enough information to help me say what they want me to prove. They want me to prove that those two triangles are congruent. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBE because of SAS. So in the last box, you always write what you want to prove. So that's the format of a flow chart. You will have a vertical line. From the vertical line, you can write inside the box whatever is given or whatever you can determine from the figure. Something you can look at the figure and say, oh, 1 and 2 are congruent because there are vertical angles. You put the statement inside the box and the reason beneath the box. These are connected because you were able to determine that AB is congruent to BD from this given. That's why they are connected. You write the reason underneath the box. Again, this is connected to this. I was able to say that CB is congruent to BE because B is the midpoint of CE. Again, you put the reason underneath the box. This is something I can determine from the figure. Now I have enough information to say that those two triangles are congruent. So you need to look back and determine what did you mark. I marked a side, an angle, and another side. That's why those two triangles are congruent.